This is where you can drop stuff off for the guests. So you gotta go up to the 4th floor. There's little spaces in here. Okay, we're in the London. Up there is a place you can drop off quarantine stuff. And what we're going to be doing now is we're just going to be going down and we're going to go outside and we're going to show you where the quarantine hotel is at, and we're going to see if we can see anybody with the camera. So stay tuned. This is inside the Londoner at the moment as well. Go check out the room. Hey, after you watch this, tell me what you like most about it. Put it in the comments below. Also, make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that little bell button so you can see when I make other videos too. Okay, we're going to be going out to the quarantine part in a second, but it's kind of cool because the music's a little bit loud. I'm going to try to speak loud over it, but this is inside the Londoner, and I don't know if I've always filmed this part. We got a dude right here, British guy, a London guy, with a hat and a cigar. Then we got some British soldiers up there. We got some vintage record set. These are kind of Instagrammable, and we're gonna be heading directly outside, and then we're gonna check out the but this is kind of the part that people can come in and take some Instagrammable pictures here. And you got some beautiful art too. You got some coins. I did highlight this area before, but I'm kind of want to do it again because I'm gonna be heading outside. Christmas music. Got all this kind of cool stuff. And we also have this little space here too, which is a good place to eat dinner, right? And probably have a lot of music that's going to be possibly disruptive, but to music there's like 3 different songs going on. So I don't know what that's all about. Got this London bus, and we're going to go directly outside. This is a popular restaurant. We're going to be heading out to the quarantine part momentarily. I like that. I wish that was a real pub over there. I hope that music doesn't have any copyright issues. And we're going to head on outside. So I think we have to go... We'll go outside. Let me see. Yeah, it looks like we have to go. Oh no, wait. Sorry. I think this is the wrong way. So we're gonna go back by the bus again. I think we have to go out the other way. I think I had this issue before. But we're gonna go out to the quarantine part. Okay, here's the 3rd one. So we were at all these different exits. It's this little thing. And now I think we're going to go out to the quarantine part. So we're going to go out to this kind of beautiful little space. It's like a garden kind of thing. And then we can take a look at the quarantine and just kind of see what we can see out there. And check out this little park out there as well. So so stay tuned for that. A lot of people coming in. They're coming in from the mainland. That's the other thing that's interesting. Like there's no quarantine for mainlanders. They can just come and go. So it's like 1 billion people that can come in. But if you're a foreigner or if you're in Hong Kong, actually foreigners can't come in, but if you're a resident, this is a check-in over here. So that's where everybody is checking in. So they're coming in from the mainland, and foreigners are banned, so there's no foreigners allowed. Only, so we're gonna see all the foreigners, and there's some, you know, if there's residents that were traveling outside of China, then they have to quarantine as well. So I guess the belief system is that only foreign countries and foreigners have COVID, so we'll see what we can see from out there. There's also a containment policy, so let's go check it all out. Okay, so we're gonna, this right here are people just going to the mainland, so there's no quarantine for them, priority. So yeah, they're all going to the mainland. Shuttle bus to the mainland, Yingqin Port. So yeah, they don't have quarantine, but if you're from the mainland, you can come in, no problem, no quarantine. But if you go outside of the outside, then you have to quarantine, and they're all up in these hotels right up here. So we're gonna see if we can see anybody in those spaces. So I don't know. So it's basically like if you're a Macau person who went to Europe or I don't know, even Hong Kong it's 14 days. So if if you go there, it's a quarantine as well when you come back. No foreigners are allowed to come in, but if you're Macau person and you went to a foreign country, then you'll be quarantined for, some of them are 28 days. If you're a Macau resident and you went to the Philippines, then you'd be quarantined for 28 days. So yeah, this beautiful park right here. And yeah, that kind of cool thing right there too. That looks really nice when it's well lit up at nighttime. Parisian. A lot of people out here picnicking. It's interesting. It is a Saturday, so you got, I guess you can't go on the grass there. That's MGM way down there, and that's the Grand Lisboa. Work in progress. So yeah, a lot of people. Then you got the Parisian right there. I wonder if they're Macau people or. And then that right there is where all the people are in quarantine right there. So everybody in there is in quarantine, so I can't really get very close to them. But maybe, actually I don't know if I really should. I could put up, bring my cell phone and try to zoom in. But I think there might be some issues with that. So we'll just see what we can casually see kind of on the general eye. Actually this whole kind of thing reminds me of like Richie Rich. Richie Rich is this cartoon where he has all these bushes that are like in the like dollar sign shapes. A lot of people out here today. So there's Studio City Casino. They're building something over there, and Parisian Casino. And then this is the Sheraton. So this is one of the 4 hotels in the Londoner, and that's where all the quarantine people are at. Didn't really expect to see all the people in the park. Okay. So I guess I'll just maybe we'll focus here for a little bit, and then we'll go back in and just to kind of see where it's at. You can see a little bit of more of the Londoner. You got to see the quarantine area too. Someone just left their jacket here. Weird. Okay. So that's the quarantine hotel right there. There's head on the quarantine hotel. Looks like you can't really see much. The lights are starting to go down a little bit, so they can start to see the Parisian over there. And the MGM and the Grand Lisboa way in the distance are starting to light up a little bit. So maybe we'll just see if we can see some rooms and people when the lights go down a little bit. I think we're just gonna walk around out on this yard. So that's the quarantine up in that space. And we're just gonna go check it all out. But yeah, it's actually kind of beautiful. Got this little grounds right here. There's all these signs that say to keep out for the moment. And we're gonna walk and see that lotus leaf as well. I see some bride and groom over there. See the city in the distance. Parisian in the distance. Quarantine hotel right there. That's the Sheraton hotel. So the Sheraton is under quarantine. I think there's like six hotels that are quarantined here. There's a lotus flower right there. Sheraton's a lotus flower, so we're gonna go check out the lotus flower. Let's see. So the lotus flower looks like kind of a tourist attraction, so we're gonna go check that out. Walk all the way down, then you can see MGM way in the distance and Grand Lisboa, and that's the quarantine. So I think some of the people here might be here to see the family members that are in quarantine, family or friends. There's a little lotus leaf. There's a sign that pinpoints people directly to it. So all the quarantine people, that's called the Sheraton Hotel. Oops. So we're gonna walk directly in it, into this little maze here. And there's the lotus leaf. Follow the maze a little bit more. I guess the maze is not too hard to figure out. And then you kind of end up here. So this is the periphery part. Ooh, the grass is kind of wet. Yeah, it's all wet. Muddy right there too. I guess they're watering it. Maybe that's why they say keep off the grass. And there's the quarantine. It does look pretty cool out here in this little space though. I'm sure this park has a name. And I think some of these people here are they're aware that this is a quarantine hotel. Let's check out what this looks like underneath here. Not too bad. It's like a little truck goes here all the time with, I can see the wheel imprints. Some birds moving around up there. Some tents, canopies. Doing some kind of cool filming there. So they're setting it on timer and then coming in this space and doing a nice photo. A lot of people are doing photos here. There's the Parisian. More photos over there. There's a balloon right here. What the heck? There's like stuff inside. Okay, so yeah, I'm starting to see some of the lights coming on. So there's like some lights of different people. Yeah, some people look like they're actually in the... You can barely see them, but you can see people just waiting. So I think it's either between 14 and 28 days, depending on where you're coming from. I think it's Taiwan, 21, Philippines, 28. Only Macau residents can come in, or mainland Chinese, nobody else can come in. Macau residents can come in. Yeah, it's starting to see all the lights coming on just a little bit. Pretty interesting. Okay. I haven't seen more lights coming on, so I just thought I'd come back out and kind of catch it a little bit. It's actually kind of an interesting time to film right now because of the lights are coming on. We also got the Parisian over here. Some people hanging out in this park, and it's just starting coming on as well. So I think what we'll do is we'll kind of walk through the park a little bit. See, lots of people have tents, so it looks like they'll kind of hang out here on a Sunday. See the city. That's looks like a good place to come and hang out. And that building will light up as well, but it's not lighting up today. And that's the quarantine right there. That's called the Sheraton, and there's actually 4 different hotels on that side as well. So it's going to keep on walking it down a little bit further. There's the Parisian. Then you can walk out onto the strip over here as well. See Venetian over there. And they're doing lots of construction in front of the Londoner, so. And there's our little quarantine space right there. That's the focus of this one, actually, the Sheraton Hotel. There's 4 hotels in the Londoner Casino, and then this one on the end is the quarantine, so the people there can look out over here. If they're lucky, they can see this side. If they're not so lucky, they look at the other hotel rooms in the middle there. So okay, well, little taste of Londoner anyways, and a little bit of the quarantine situation as well. Okay, so we're coming back in off the quarantine area. Yeah, and all these people with the suitcases, they're just going to the bus terminal, and they'll be going back home. So yeah, we do have lots of tourists coming into Macau for sure. Yeah, there's like almost anybody from mainland China can come in, no problem. I think they have to do a 24-hour NAT test and then they're in. But yeah, if you're a Macau resident and you're outside, you'll be up there for 28 days, depending on where you come from, up to 28 days. I think it's 21 days from Europe, 28 days from Philippines, India, and it's 14 days if you come in from Hong Kong. So yeah, those are only like locals, Macau residents who have to quarantine. But yeah, mainland Chinese, they just come right in, no problem. So you can see lots of suitcases everywhere. So we're kind of like half open to China, but closed to the rest of the world. So a lot of people are curious about that. And that's basically the situation, and it's been that way for about almost 2 years. Well, I think China, they've been able to come in for over a year. Not at the very beginning, there was it was shut also to China. So, okay. Now we're kind of right in the heart of Londoner Casino. We'll just keep on strolling through, and there's a lot to see everywhere as well. So we're gonna keep on. I don't know. I guess we could go up to the quarantine spot. Let's just go up here. There's like lobbies and stuff like that. Maybe we'll just end it here. I filmed so much of the Londoner already, so we'll just kind of capture this main lobby with this view right here. And we'll end it. So yeah, it's a little bit of Londoner and some Christmas music here. I'll cut it off before that affects the video. Let's go check out the room. Oh, hey guys. 3 things. Like, subscribe, make some comments below. It'll really help out my channel. Alright. Chiquinha, chiquinha.